So there's this fruit that I really like a lot, and they make snacks out of it here in Italy. It's kind of messy on the bottom. What do you call these? They're like the fruits of cactus that grow from cactus, and it's pretty common in southern Italy. I live in the north. What you do is you pick them off with the proper tools, and then a lot of people like to put these in the freezer. And you get now it kind of thawed a bit, but it's still really cold. And it's like a popsicle, but it's even sweeter. These are delicious. You do have to watch out for the spikes, though. You might end up losing 12.5% each turn. I'm not being careful at all. I kind of don't care about the spikes. Anyways, I wanted to talk about Facebook. Yeah. I was having this conversation the other day in my Discord, which you should check out, by the way, with a friend. And I basically said that Facebook has become completely unlivable. To which they replied that it's full of dads and moms and, old people making their usual political debates. But what if I told you that that's not the worst of it? In fact, moms and dads sharing their ideas only are bad in as much as you don't want to see them, It's like you don't want to see people's ideas, and you can also just not follow it. But, as a default system, it is kind of weird. But it's actually gotten worse. It's gotten way worse. It's full of sponsored ads. Like, to the point that you can't even really scroll down 2 posts without seeing an ad from some sponsored page. And I absolutely hate that. I hate that crap. I mean, I still use Facebook day to day. The thing is, it didn't always used to be this bad. I always stayed on Facebook for such a long time because I had gotten used to this platform. It became my home. I joined it as a
millennial.
I joined it in like the late 2000s, and it was a place where I ended up sticking around because there was so much you can do on that platform, and it wasn't full of ads. Like, if there were ads, you would see them on the top right corner where no one would ever venture. There was so much that you could do that most social media today don't really even give you the option of doing. Like, there is no social media where you can actually just watch stuff or read a comic for free. You can do it maybe on places like TikTok, but it's not really the same. You can't really read a comic. I don't think that you even share images on that platform. I'm not sure, but maybe I'm wrong. In any case, I spent entire afternoons just scrolling through page after page after page being uploaded by someone who uploaded translations of manga like Pokemon Adventures in Italian, and I would just read through all that shit. I loved it. Those were the days. I would do that and then look at Cyanide and Happiness and maybe share a meme. Those old-ass Rage Comics memes. Those were the days. I really liked those days. And I would also meet people. But I think the time I spent on the platform is over. In a matter of a month or two, I expect to save the majority of my contacts and just leave. And I don't think I'm going to be moving on to a different platform. But just to get the idea, I'm actually going to show you guys a bit of it so you can understand what it looks like now and some of the problems that many social platforms today face that are similar in this regard. So here you are. First thing you see is a page which is best of Pokemon memes. This is actually probably a normal page. And they share a meme, whatever. Then you go down, and there. 2 posts, and we're already at, this sponsored cup of something. I have no idea what it is. The, there are even pages that are suggested to me that I don't actually like. But why am I seeing this? Why aren't I seeing posts from my friends anymore? I mean, I probably blocked all of my friends because I was getting so tired of it. Anyways, I don't want to scroll down that much more because otherwise you're going to see more of the things that you're not supposed to see. So, again, doggo memes. Like, who do you think I am? I know I'm a bit of a normie when it comes to memes, but, like, I don't know. There isn't even a dog in this meme. Anyways, to summarize, the gripe I have with Facebook now, and the way it looks especially, is the fact that you're going to get a bunch of pages that are made to look like something that you would actually click on based on your interests, and they share memes now to appeal to me. Okay, I mean, a good meme every now and then, that's fine. That's what I used Facebook always for. Normie, reminder. But they're all sponsored pages now. They're not even like real. You know, they're not even made by an actual person that's asking you, please reach out to us. Please try and leave a like and shit. No, it's always like,
we don't care. We already have money. Whatever you do, you're gonna
click on our products and shit.
There's that. There's the fact that the Facebook website is now like, it used to be blue. Now it's just white all over your face. I slapped the mic. Who on earth would want to watch this, you know, go on Facebook in the middle of the night and just have their retinas burnt to a crisp? I have no idea. I don't think I'm going to be moving on to another social media platform. And because basically all of these platforms seem to share a systemic problem now, especially nowadays, and that you can build something for the user experience and people may like it, but the way they are being designed now is in a way that you will not want to really, you're not really going to have the optimized experience. You're not going to have, or rather, you're not going to have the best experience for you as an individual who likes to venture around places, but you're going to have an experience where there's just so much exposure to stuff. Part of the reason why I also don't like places like Instagram and TikTok. I definitely want to do a video where I talk about TikTok and some of the issues I have with it, despite not even being on it. So what are the other possibilities, I guess? There's Reddit. I don't really like. I feel like people are, you know, they kind of share some of the issues with Twitter that they think they're very smart. Quora actually also has a really similar tendency to do the same thing. And what I really don't like about Quora is how oftentimes you don't really have any source to substantiate what you're saying. To me, Quora is like a Reddit for people with a degree in something totally unrelated to whatever it is they're talking about. Then there's Instagram. So many pictures. There's nowhere to go. TikTok is the same, but with videos. To me, the problem with all of these, the other issue is that they don't really give me a space to move through. You know, that's kind of one of the things I liked about Facebook. I could go on a page and spend hours on that one area, on that one page, and I would just be there. And it felt like I was in a certain space. But it became less that way. It became more void of that kind of home where you could stay inside for a long time because of all of the sponsored ads and stuff. Discord is what I use now to interact with people, but only online people. They're not people I have met in real life. Those represent like 2% of the people I interact with on Discord. And I prefer that it stays that way. It has some of the things that I wish Facebook had just chose either to keep or had just chosen to adopt it. But no. Still, Discord isn't quite perfect because it feels like again, there isn't this unified server that you can just move through. So there's no way to discover anything outside of clicking a link. If I ever had to move to a different social media, or actually add a social media to the list of the ones I'm already a part of, and I'm not talking about messaging services, by the way, what would be good, for instance, for my channel? Because I'm not doing it for myself, that's for sure. Well, I guess there are about 3 to 4 options that I have considered. Twitter is actually one of them. Now, I really don't like Twitter. Not as a person. I definitely wouldn't spend as much time as someone else would do. But if it meant promoting the platform, I think it would be interesting because I would be able to join a conversation about any gaming aspect. If anybody has something to say, I can share my thoughts about it without having to plan an entire video each time. And that would redirect them to my channel where I talk about whatever it is I like. So, but I may have opinions on things that are not just, Generation 2 of overused on the Pokemon Showdown platform. I may have opinions on Sekiro or, other games, even games I haven't played. Then, from that perspective, I think that would be pretty cool. I could comment on some post from Super Smash Bros. Or whatever if there was a tournament that happened. I don't know. Then there is TikTok, which I really don't like the platform. Having said that, if I made videos that were shorter and tailor-made just for that, that would probably get, some people to watch it. The reason why I haven't done it is because I really don't have the time, and I feel a bit uncomfortable doing it. There's definitely the uncomfortable aspect of it, and I just feel dirty. But at the same time, if I'm not forced to watch other people's stuff, so I could just upload whatever it is I want. But I want to focus on what I'm doing on YouTube now, having the videos, and I think I still have way too much to learn. Like, I need to perfect what I'm doing. Then Instagram is also an idea I thought about, more for sharing the artwork of the videos that I make, because I spend a lot of time, I just have a lot of fun with them, and I think that people actually appreciate it. I did start out as someone who would just do videos about GCNU, and I would make some silly pictures, but then I tried to learn how to make things look cool, and some of them actually stuck to me, and I wish that people, had a look at it. But again, Instagram, I don't really like the whole Instagram thing, and that would mean I would have to follow other pages, and I don't, So there's also DeviantArt, where you can basically do the same thing, but it's not as interconnected, and not everybody is going to go on it. So that was the thing. Anyways, what do you guys think about all of the things I had to say? I had quite a lot to say about this. If you guys are, interested in just seeing more of the gaming videos, you can tell me to shut the hell up in the comments. I don't mind.